Have you ever been away from a world for a little while and you come back and you're like, where am I? Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back. My goodness, it has been a while, hasn't it? Like 8 weeks or so? What is that, like 8 months and kitty years or what? We are back, and for the life of me, I've been trying to go through my inventory and figure out what in the world was I doing. 2 music discs and a couple of hose? Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. But what do you say? We head on back to base, if I can remember where base is. And that seems to be a pretty big if. I think it's over this way. I'm looking for landmarks. Where are my landmarks? Oh, that's a channel cut by me for sure. So that would be this. Oh, there's some trees I planted. Here we go. Almost panicked there. Ah, home sweet home. And it's a little glitchy because I haven't been here in a while. Plunk. I might not remember what I was doing, but I do know where home is. All right, so I think what I'll do is get my wings fixed up and take a couple of these trees out. I thought about expanding. Let's see here. F4. Oh, F4 doesn't work on this one. Okay. F4 doesn't work? Why doesn't F4 work? Uh-oh. Expanding this area, in other words, mirror it over on this side, because I could always use some backup mending books and unbreaking books and all that stuff. And it'll give me a chance to kind of get the feel and get back into the groove of what I was doing. Sound like a plan? Let's get to it. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. We've added a little bit of fencing, so we've enclosed in a new area. I had to leave this birch tree over here because this is one of the originals. And it's like super tall. I had to leave it here. You don't generally see super tall birch trees out by themselves, usually in a specific biome, but somehow or another it spawned here. We added a bunch of these trees, put the fence on. Oh, and I like this. Come up here. Terrace business. Things can get pretty monotonous when it's all on the same level, so I like to leave, you know, different layers and just to spice things up. This area up here is actually quite large, so I think I'll put a really big treehouse of sorts. Something that'll hold maybe 3, maybe 4 different guys. And then down here, I'm probably just 1 or 2 small shops that'll hold, I don't know, a couple of guys. Bottom line is we want to have backup books, like mending books and silk touch and protection and all that jazz. Things happen, you know, and that guy that you work so hard to get can disappear. Sometimes they get blown up, sometimes they just go away. I don't know. I blame the sheep. But for today, I think we'll just focus on getting a really big tree house up here, putting in some beds and maybe feeding some villagers to see how that works out. And then after that, I think it's time for some fun. Hello, Mr. Chicken. He's checking it out. He's the building inspector. But for now, what do you say we do a time lapse and come back when things are in motion? Let's get to it. Progress report. We have a new place for more villagers. Let's take a look. We go up some stairs. We got a little bit of crop for decorations. It's the side blocks that bother me. You know, I wish that's one thing that they would change. don't care for the constant coarse dirt texture. But anyhow, we go upstairs. We've got a little bit of a patio. We've got some storage, painting, a little bit of room. Important thing is we have 4 more lecterns to go with the 4 more beds, you know. Of course, we had to do some landscaping. I put some crops underneath because I've never done that before. Always trying to stretch and do things new. Speaking of doing things differently and pushing yourself, what do you guys think of this roof? It's got kind of a weird line, and I was really kind of experimenting a little bit. Of course, you got the trees coming up through it, which breaks it. But I wanted that sort of flat look. I think maybe I could have lifted it here. I mean, hang on. Right here, maybe 1 more block to make it sort of more, I don't know. Oops. Peakish, if that makes any sense. I wanted kind of a pointy hat, but not really. I don't know. Definitely got the wide brim thing down here, but as it goes up, I think it could have gone up just a little bit more. But the important thing is that we broke the roof line with the trees, which, you know, technically makes it a treehouse sort of thingy bob. It's definitely different than what we did over here. These are more tree than house, but the size is completely different. We put actual walls on instead of the fence post, and it's quite a bit bigger. This has 2 beds, and I really wanted 4 to start because I'm working on a smaller spot. It definitely still goes with the theme of things, and it definitely fits. It's one of those builds where it didn't immediately dazzle me, so you're kind of left thinking, okay, did I get this right? I mean, I love it, but I don't love it. You know what I mean? We'll chalk it up to growth. Definitely gotta light things up, though. But that's a tomorrow problem. Right now, we're gonna go to bed. Shunk. And tomorrow, we're going to do something crazy. I was going through chests trying to make sense of things, and then I came across, look out. I came across this. Boing, boing, boing. 35. 35 pieces of glorious TNT. I got to do something with that, because if the Mr. Great E finds it, God only knows what he'll do with it. And it just so happens, I have a really great idea. Missed. Oh, that's a bad omen. Let's see, 2.5 stacks of obsidian. That should be pretty good. Yep, gotta have some night vision. Do a little test run. I think we might be ready. I just need a helper. Wake up, asthmatic super freak. Dude's like, who said that? Goodness gracious, it takes you a long time to get upstairs. Ow. Not to worry, still have a totem. Should be out of range though. Obliterated. Yeah, that's about right. So how in the world did he get through here? That's not a 2-block tall opening. Is it this block over here open? Is that what's making a difference? This has got me confused. Not supposed to be able to go through anything less than 2 blocks. Let's go get another one and see if he can sneak through there again. Only this time, let's do it without dying. All right, dude, I want a rematch. Yep, he's coming. All right, let's see what happens here. Oh. Ah, that's a bit of a problem. So, yeah, yours truly left him a pair of stairs he could just walk over and kill me. The more you know, right? Let's fix this and try it again. Third time's a charm. Okay, no panic, no panic. Oh, completely dark, thanks. Oh! It wasn't crazy enough. Come on, come on! Oh! Well, apparently half a stack just isn't quite enough. Well, sadly, that is about all the fun we've got time for this week. But before I go, I want to give a shout out to this week's indie episode. We are playing Rekka, which has a Howl's Moving Castle sort of vibe to it. So if you're into that sort of thing, check it out. If you found value from today's visual escapade, then please give me a thumbs up. That always makes me feel good. And remember, guys, when you're building a world, find a way to treasure the process and build it your way. Thanks for watching, everybody.